This is Business and Economy Network.
Hello viewers, do you know the contributory pension scheme in Nigeria can be of great benefit to everybody? Be you a career person, be you an artisan, is very, very key. And looking at the recent reform multi-fund structure that commenced in July. We are looking at pension fund administration in Nigeria, and we have expert CEOs of pension fund administrators all in the house today. Welcome to your program. You are watching your #1 business television program. This is Business and Economy Network. It's an honor presenting this program to those of you watching us in faraway Abuja, Port Harcourt, Ilori, Kano, Kaduna, Sokoto. Those of you watching us via the online channels, and those of you watching us in London, South Africa, Ghana, wherever you're watching, I want to say it's a pleasure presenting this program to you today. Like we did said earlier on, the contributory pension in Nigeria, PENCOM have done so much, and the PFA and the custodians are also doing great job. For the program rundown today, for Company in Focus, we have Chief Executive Officer, otherwise called CE, of STANBIC IBTC Pension Managers is on the block today. For Straight Talk, we have the CEO of AXA MANSARD Pensions Limited. And we have for Special Report, Investment One Pensions Managers Limited CEO. And not left out for Straight Talk, we have the CEO of CRUSADER Sterling Pensions Limited. It's going to be deep, it's going to be incisive, and it's going to be very educative. I'll be back after this time out.
Hello, younger self. I just want to say thank you for deciding to live healthy. Thank you for keeping the right crowd that led to a partner that supports me. That decision led me to make the most important decision of all, making sure that I prepare for a secure future with the right partner. A partner that I can trust, that will ensure that I'm covered no matter what. ICO Pension Managers Limited. Now I can indulge in the things that matter to me. Thanks to you. You are a product of your decisions. Make choices that can stand the test of time, so when tomorrow calls, you'll answer with a smile. So, what decisions will you be making today? ICO Pension Managers.
STANBIC IBTC Pension Managers Limited, a member of the great STANBIC IBTC Group, which comprises of various investment and asset management firms. STANBIC IBTC Pension is one of the earliest pension fund administrators in Nigeria after the new pension scheme reforms in 2004. The firm was set up primarily to deliver quality pension administration and management services to both the private and the public sector employees. STANBIC Pension enjoys a rich tradition resulting from the group's broad and proven track record in money management and long-held values of protection and improvement of customers' wealth. The firm is easily accessible considering its over 217 locations nationwide. Mr. Eric Fajemise is the Chief Executive of STANBIC IBTC Pension Managers Limited.
Yes, STANBIC IBTC Bank and STANBIC IBTC Holdings is a member of the Standard Bank Group. Interestingly, we are also a member, we are partly owned by ICBC, the largest bank in the world. ICBC has a strategic partnership with Standard Bank, owning about 20% of Standard Bank Africa. That partnership has been in existence for the last 10 years, and it's been a very fruitful partnership both for all stakeholders, owners, and our clients. In Nigeria, we trade as STANBIC IBTC, and we're part of the Standard Bank Group. So we are, in a sense, part of the largest bank on the African continent and also part of the largest bank in the world. We are unique in the sense of the value we can add to our customers, and I think that the history of our institution in our country and across the continent is significant. We've been in this business for the last 30 years as a core asset management focused business. Standard Bank has been in existence for over 155 years, and that's, without saying too much, has to deliver some value. So we understand our business, we understand our clients, we pay attention to our business, we pay attention to our clients. We view holistically the needs of our clients, and being part of this much wider group, we're able to proffer and offer very specific solutions to the specific needs of our clients. And we also have general needs being addressed. So what we say is that we are more than a bank, and the same way for the pension business, we are more than a pension company. We focus on your entire financial well-being. Like anything good, there will always be room for improvement. There are a lot of good things that have happened. There are a lot of things that we desire to improve. We desire more participation. We desire more contribution by employees and employers. We desire more investment outlets. We could go on and on about things that but everything is a work in progress, and the ultimate being is that we should get to where we will be. As human beings, we will never be satisfied. Our business is based on interaction with human beings. So if we ever reach a point where we said we were satisfied, I think we will have failed. It will always be evolving. So we are always on that journey. In terms of ambition, yes, we want to be #1. We currently are, by the statistics available, the leading pension and the #1 by clear difference. But for us as an organization, our #1 is being #1 in a much bigger market. The market we have today is still a little bit, it's a part of the big picture. Our desire is to have a situation where every Nigerian, 200 million and counting, has a pension account, is financially included, and has a future to look to. And that's a very big market compared to where we are today. So who's going to be #1 for that in that market depends on what you're doing today. And I think that's where we are focusing our attention today.
AXA MANSARD Pension Managers Limited has its head office in Victoria Island, Lagos. The firm has gradually developed as one of the preferred pension administrators by pension scheme holders. Though one of the youngest, the firm has recorded remarkable success over the years. In a chat with the Managing Director, Mr. Dapo Akinsanya, a financial expert, who said, the firm will grow to become a top player among other pension fund administrators because it offers first-hand pension services in retirement savings accounts and providing best conditions for contributors in the pension scheme, and has a special payment and investment service for retirees.
We expect to be among the top players in this industry within the next few years. Regardless of whatever goals and objectives one has, one is not operating in a static environment. Things are always shifting. So one of the most important things one needs to do is ensure that you are always on top of whatever is happening around you and always able to respond as quickly as possible. The key thing is to be the earliest in terms of your response time and adjusting whatever it is you plan to do according to the changes that are occurring around you. So it's important to know what's happening. It's important to react quickly. It's important to also know that sometimes you need to change course when your environment is shifting in a way that was not anticipated. That's really critical. It's important also to be part of any conversation going around in terms of changes to regulation, changes in terms of the environment, and so on. So one must not just be in a cocoon, for example, and shield oneself from what competitors are doing, what's happening in the larger macro environment, whether in the area of politics, because it can affect regulation, it can affect legislation, One must know what's happening in terms of the larger economy, in terms of how you can contribute to the discussions, how you can contribute in terms of the direction that things, are going, and so on. One key principle of mine is that in whatever situation one finds oneself, whether you're working for yourself or you have a career, you're working for somebody else, you must always strive for excellence. Always do your best in whatever situation you find yourself. It's also important to keep yourself enlightened, read widely, know what's going on around you. Not just your area of interest or specialization, but other areas as well. Seek to contribute beyond your primary area of focus or responsibility. And I think in that way fulfillment comes, in that way advancement comes. And, I think to a large extent that has worked for me. And I would encourage younger Nigerians to think along those lines as well. Wherever I find myself, I must find a way to relax. And for me, one easy way to relax is reading. I always have one book or another that I'm reading. And I think technology today has made things very interesting. I can be reading a book on my phone, I can have a hard book, I can be reading on my mobile, on my tablet, for example. So wherever I am, even at the end of the day, in the hotel room, I can relax doing that. It's also very important for people to keep fit. And I think wherever one is, that's also possible. Today, there are many things you can do in the confines of a hotel room or your room, wherever you are, to keep fit. So for me, those are two ways of relaxation that I enjoy.
Investment One Pension Managers Limited is one of the fastest growing pension fund administrating firms in Nigeria. The firm is uniquely positioned to provide complete services to meet clients' investment requirements, with a team of investment experts that are controlled to provide clients with the finest services. Investment One Pension Managers is a one-stop shop for clients' full complement of investment solutions. Aside managing contributors' pension fund, the firm engages the clients regularly, giving them up-to-date information, and has recently imbibed the culture of educating soon-to-be retirees on how pensions can be managed, reinvested, and how they can be useful to themselves and the society even after retirement.
For us, ultimately, the value we want to give contributors. Because, like I said, pension, the ultimate benefit of pension is at retirement, your pension is there. And you can say that that contribution that you have made over the years have returned significant amount. So for us, our ultimate value for the client is to give every client that is a contributor in Investment One Pension Managers a delightful retirement. What I mean by a delightful retirement is that at retirement, your fund is there. At retirement, everything that you need in terms of your contribution, in terms of your monthly, if you are doing your program withdrawals, monthly program withdrawals, you get every of those things as and when due. Now, what that means is that we engage you from day one, and everything that you need to know about the contribution and the scheme, we don't wait until you come to us. We let you know. And for people who approach retirement, for instance, we have a robust structure in place to make sure that everything that they need to do. I mean, it's not, for instance, it's not until at retirement that you now find out that there are information that you should have provided that you did not provide and all of that. So we have, like I said, a crop of young men, young women who are on top of their game when it comes to the contributory pension scheme and the needs of the contributors, and are very passionate about providing these needs. And we have a robust technology that supports this. Our goal is for every home in this country, to have a touch of our service. We want to have people who are our clients in every home. If you look at the financial services industry, there are some organizations that, if you mention those segments where they play in, you know that they are dominant in those segments, and that's what we want to. We want to be dominant in the pension fund administration segment. In every home, there will be somebody who is a client of investment pension managers. That's what we'll see in the next 5 years. We pay our retirees on the 23rd of every month. However, if that 23rd is a weekend, we pay the working day just before that weekend. So it might be 22nd, maybe 24th. And then also, we also take into consideration festive periods. At times, I mean, just like a regular employee, during festive period, at times, maybe end of year, you get your salary before, maybe a week or two before the actual payment day, just so to help with the preparation for the festive period. So we take that into consideration, and I'm sure our contributors, our retirees, are happy with us.
CRUSADER Stanley Pensions Limited is one of the leading pension fund administrators in Nigeria, though wasn't registered early with the reforms for new pension scheme of 2004. Its parent company had a pedigree and had been managing pensions for over 7 decades. CRUSADER Sterling is reputed for excellent customer service and has been the leading PFA for superior returns on assets under management for many years.
It's a company that was incorporated in 2004, 2005 as one of the licensed pension fund administrators. I think the license came finally in 2006, and then business commenced in 2006. I joined in 2007. It's been quite challenging to the extent that when the business started, there had been like 7 other competitors, pension fund administrators that had been registered ahead of the time that we came on board. So we came with another set of maybe about 6, I think. The challenge was that by the time we came in, I would say maybe half of the market had been taken, and so when you start from that perspective, you can imagine how tough it was, trying to get market share and trying to compete at the same time with the people who had already established their foothold in the market. But nevertheless, it's a company founded by some institutions who were renowned in the country and renowned for doing this sort of business. We had CRUSADER Insurance, which obviously was a household name at the time, and even up to now in the insurance space. They've been doing insurance business and pension business for over 50 years in Nigeria. So they were the primary promoter of the business. And at some point, Sterling Bank joined that arrangement. And that's why the name became Crusader Sterling Pensions. So that also helped significantly because, again, then we found that people were not dealing with an unknown entity. They were dealing with an entity that already had a track record. So that helped significantly. And then in also putting the management team together, I think the owners of the business were very careful in doing so and ensuring that only the right type of people who could grow the business and add value to the customers as well as the owners and all other stakeholders as well were the people that were taken on board. So we have a company where we are strongly driven by our values, which are values of integrity, professionalism, and devotion to customers. We focused on day one on how to ensure that the funds that we have under management is indeed very well managed, exceedingly managed, better than anybody else. And so our business really is a business of funds management. That's the way it is. It's fund administration, okay, but there's an administration aspect. But more importantly, there's also a management aspect. So whether you like it or not, we're asset managers, but only focusing on pension funds. And you are only as good as the returns you provide for customers. If you say you're an asset manager and the returns are not good, or are not even better than the returns that are obtainable even outside your industry, then what are we talking about? So we decided, look, this is the main thing. If we focus on it and we do it well, it means as customers, would obviously be in the best position when they are retiring. And that has really, really helped us because from the time when we took that decision down in 2007 till 2010 and till date, we've had the best returns on customers' funds. And so if there's anything that we are renowned for in the industry, this is it. And you could ask anyone, they will tell you. So if you are looking for the best yield on pension fund, this is the place to be. And that has helped us tremendously because that has then attracted a huge pool of customers to us. As you know, this is a highly regulated business. So what we offer are products that the regulation allows us to offer. And basically is management of retirement savings accounts, management of retiree accounts, management of voluntary contributions, and then gratuity funds, management of gratuity funds. Basically anything that has to do with retirement, employees' retirement benefits. We manage all of that. We do not go outside that because the law doesn't expect us, and neither do we go outside those things. So that's basically what we do.
This is Business and Economy Network.
Well, viewers, this way time will permit us on your program today, this particular week. I want to say a big thank you so very much to all the CEOs and more importantly, all of you who have contributed in no small way by watching the program and also all your comments and commendation. We appreciate you and please keep them coming. Well, all the people we've showcased this week are pension funds administrators, the CEOs of virtually most of the pension funds administration. They say tomorrow is another day. We can do this again same time next week, God's willing. But remember this, the conversation continues. Now you can go to our website www.greenspringgroup.com or go to our YouTube channels www.youtube.com/user/greenspringgroup. Well, the program will make a return same time next week, God's willing. Think of what you can do for your nation and not all the time what your nation can do for you. I am doing my own part. What about you?